So the complement method for subtraction, little terminology, the subtrahend is what you're subtracting and the minuend is what's being subtracted from. And so off to the side, I'm going to write how I form my complement method. So we have 475 minus, oh, this one's, oh, doesn't matter, 175. And the way it works is a complement is a number you add or something else that makes a thing complete. Like we talked about complements of set. So when we do the complement method for subtraction, we're doing the complement for the next power of 10. So here I have hundreds, the next power of 10 is 1,000. And the way our base 10 number system works is the easy way to make a complement of a number is the first pair of digits has to add up to a 10. And then because of the way that one's going to carry, the other pairs have to add up to a 9. So I can make a complement pretty quick by saying, what would I add to this 5 down here to make a 10? I would add 5. And then after that, I want to make a 9. So 7 plus 2 is 9, and 1 plus 8 is 9. So 825 is the complement of 175. And again, the trick for a complement is make a 10 and then make a 9 based on this bottom number here. And then what I do is I add the two top numbers. So 5 and 5 is 10, carry the 1. 2 and 7 plus 1 is 10, carry the 1. 8 and 1 is 9. And, oh shit, plus the 4. I had something wrong there. 8 and 1 is 9, plus 4 is 13. And then we just get rid of this 1,000 right there. And the answer has to be 300. So in the order of operations here, first we find the complement to the top number. And that's just looking at this and making a 10, a 9, and a 9. So 5 and 5 is 10, 2 and 7 is 9, 8 and 1 is 9. So 825 is the complement of 175 from 1,000. And then what I want to do is I want to just sum this number, the complement, with the minuend, which is the number I'm subtracting from. So that's what I did up here. So 5 and 5 is 10, carry the 1. 1 and 7 is 8, and 2 is 10, carry the 1. And then 1 and 4 is 5, plus 8 is 13. So that's the sum of those two. And then I just remove that extra power of 10, 300 is the answer. So when I wrote this problem, I had a hard time, how do we put this in a computer, right? This is the way we write it on paper. So I'm just gonna demonstrate that again for another group of numbers. Let's try 4-digit numbers. So the next power of 10 would be 10,000 here. Excuse me, so I want the complement of 1,700 with respect to 10,000. So the first digit has to make a 10. And so I need a 10 there, carry the 1. And then the next one is got to be another 10 plus the 1, carry the 1. And then the next one, oh no, the next one has to be a 9, oops. Plus 1 is 10, carry the 1. And then 7 plus 2 plus 1 is 3. And then 1 plus 8. And why would you do this? Well, the reason is there are many ways to do subtraction. The way we do it is just one way. And if you had grew up with this method, then the way we do it now with carrying would look very, or borrowing would look very weird to you. So there's just other ways to do this. So then 0 and 3 is 3. Oh, anyway, this complement goes here. So again, I'm finding the number that I would add to this number to get the next power of 10, which is 10,000. And then we add the top two numbers. And so usually I do that all over here. So 0 and 3 is 3, 0 and 2 is 2, 3 and 3 is 6, and 8 and 4 is 12. And then I get rid of the extra 1 and the answer should be 2,623. So here would go that 12623, and then the actual difference 2623. So let's do it one more time. I'll just make up a set of numbers. How about 4,235 take away 1,756. So first I'll do the complement based on the bottom number. What would I add to 6 to get a 10? I would do a 4. And then after that, I want to make a 9. 5 plus 4 is 9. 7 plus 2 is 9. And 8 plus 1 is 9. So there's my quick complement. So that's a nice one. This one was a little weird down there with the zeros. 4 and 5 is 9. 4 and 3 is 7. 2 and 2 is 4. 8 and 4 is 12. Ditch the extra power of 10. And this right here has to be the difference. And sometimes the complement method is easier than our borrowing method, and sometimes it's not. Just kind of depends on the problem. But again, there's a lot of different ways you can subtract. And we grew up learning one way, but some people really struggle with that borrowing thing, right? When is borrowing trouble? It can be sometimes.